Have you ever checked your bank account and instead of closing the app in terror, smiled? When you stop wondering if you can afford that coffee or if the groceries will force you to ramen for days. There is a precise number that marks this change, and that is not what you believe. Financial gurus say it takes $1 million to feel rich or 6 figures for freedom, but they're wrong. There's a much lower milestone that revolutionizes your relationship with money. Once reached, everything changes. That number? $20,000. My name is Joe, and I spend hours studying financial psychology and why some accumulate wealth effortlessly, while others remain trapped for years. If you want to understand the real mechanisms for building wealth, stay a subscriber, and like if it will help you see money in a new way. Before I explain why $20,000 is the real game changer, tell me, what do you imagine for building wealth? A spoiled heir or someone who toils years for $1 at a time? The reality is different. There are invisible financial thresholds. Exceeding them changes the rules. $20,000 is the first barrier that divides those who will accumulate true wealth from those who will always live as precarious workers. Very few know. Think about pushing a boulder up a hill. Starting is very hard. You sweat without advancing. But with momentum, it accelerates and rolls down on its own. 20,000 is that moment. First you fight against gravity, then it helps you. The fascinating part? It's not just math, like more money to invest. The real change is in the brain. Without savings, you are in survival mode. Every choice filtered by fear and scarcity. You take the first crappy job. You stay in toxic situations. You say yes to everything for the money. Your brain sees no opportunity. It's like planning vacation with the house on fire. Your mental capacity is all taken up by immediate threats and daily survival. But above $20,000, something magical happens. The brain breathes and changes perspective. You no longer ask yourself, how do I get to my next paycheck? But how do I grow this money? Steps from emergency reactions to strategies for accumulating wealth. A Vanguard study reveals that just $2,000 in an emergency fund improves financial well-being by 21%. Less than a vacation or a top laptop. That pad pulls you out of pure survival. Take it to 3 to 6 months of spending about $20,000 for many, and you gain another 13% peace of mind, with mental space to invest rather than just defend yourself. At $400,000, the next $20,000 comes in just 5 months. What seemed impossible becomes automatic. You don't need secrets from rich people or exclusive funds. It's just basic arithmetic. Invest $1,000 and grow 10%, plus 100. Out of 10,000, plus 1,000. Same risk, same time, exponential results. That's why the $20,000 marks a point of no return. Before, investment returns seem irrelevant on small sums. 10% out of 2,000 equals $200. Nice, but not life-changing. Out of 20,000, 2,000 net. Now they really matter. With 20,000 invested at 8% annually, you collect $1,600 in a year without lifting a finger. Passive money generated by your savings working for you. The strategy? Identical to those starting at 1,000. Same index funds, same brokers, same ground rules. The only difference is the scale, which changes small percent into tangible progress. But the real stroke of genius that everyone overlooks, and perhaps the crux of it all, is this. Accumulating 20,000 is not just piling up cash. You rewired your brain and forged the most powerful financial habit ever. It's not motivational coaching stuff. It's concrete. Getting to 20,000 from scratch requires iron discipline except for crazy salaries or parents' addicts. You have to monitor every euro spent, say no to temptation, ignore sirens of impulse purchases, and hold on for months or years. Result? You prove you command money, not the other way around. You become one who can postpone pleasures for real goals, not just finance, but life's mastery. This identity switch influences every future choice. Before, a €4 coffee was a dilemma. After 20,000, trifles don't touch you. You know how to prioritize and sacrifice seriously when it matters. There's another little discussed mental shift, steps from seeing danger to seizing chances. In precariousness, car breakdowns or broken laptops are catastrophes that derail your month. With 20,000 in the bank, manageable boredom. Repair your car annoying, not apocalypse. Upgrade your laptop, rent on, negotiate salary, or hunt better house. Better yet, notice invisible opportunities before a friend launches a business idea and seeks partners. Now you invest in it instead of shaking it off. Now you can consider whether to throw 5,000 euros into that idea of a friend. Does a real estate deal pop up to fix? You used to ignore it on sites like Zillow with a little envy. Today you do the math and see if it's worth it as a bargain. The boss talks about a career-enhancing Congress, but the company doesn't pay. No more excuses about cost. Analyze the potential return. This is the meaning of money attracts money, not cosmic magic for the already rich, but extra options that open doors to earning more. Around 20,000. There's a budget reversal that will amaze you. Stop focusing on tiny expenses and focus on the big ones. Poor thing you count every penny, designer cereal or no brand, €3 coffee or homemade, super or regular gasoline. Every choice drains energy with money that seems vital. On a solid basis, you understand that these are details. €3 a coffee makes a maximum of 1,000 a year, not irrelevant, but not fatal. Instead, it's home, car savings, investments that count, choices that move tens of thousands over time. Leave organic bananas alone and optimize rent, maximize revenue, strengthen your investment strategy. This switch frees your head for real decisions, stopping stressing you out over futility and thinking like a wealth builder. And at work, the 20,000 turns everything upside down. Not just with money, with the job. In precariousness, you are chained to the current place. Disgusting boss or poisonous colleagues who are not giving up for the next pay. You're weak. You don't ask for raises, fear of dismissal. You accept abuse, you serve more than vice versa. You skip interviews, risk too high. Everyone knows. With 20,000, you have money to leave. You give up tomorrow and spend months looking for better. Don't be reckless, but shop like a strong man, not like a desperate man. This mental reversal transforms your approach to work. Ask for the raise you deserve. The worst no doesn't scare you, you're so covered. You refuse absurd requests without trembling. You seek new opportunities by taking calculated risks. Amazing. You often don't spend €1 of your give-up fund. Just knowing it there changes your attitude. You become confident, decisive, ready for tough projects. Result? Bosses notice, give you stuff better, give you credit, and obviously more money. It's a silent superpower you hope to never use, but certainty alone makes you a fearless negotiator. And the more excels at work, the more accumulations, the more options and security, a virtuous circle that accelerates on its own. Where do people stumble? Once you reach 20,000, you feel the euphoria and squander it on bullshit. A new car, you deserve it, a luxurious vacation after so many sacrifices, or an advance on home beyond your strength. Fatal error. Those 20,000 are not a prize, they are the basis of your economic future. The seed for lasting wealth if you let it be patiently composed, laugh or cry. The average spends more on life cars than it needs for total independence. Installments, stamps, maintenance, fuel, 600 to 800 euros per month. In 40 years, over 400,000 just to get around. And they complain that they can't put aside for retirement. Worse, the new car loses 20% value as soon as you leave the dealer. You don't spend, you burn wealth. Imagine investing them in a varied portfolio instead. Instead of seeing money fade away, you see it grow. I get it, cars are emotional purchases. You want reliability, style, feeling of success. Okay, as long as he understands the real price. The installment makes you look rich, but it actually holds you back. With 20,000 saved, you reevaluate big purchases. Not can I make it with the monthly, but how much does it cost me in missed opportunities? That 30,000 euros car isn't just 30,000 euros. It could become over 200,000 euros in 20 years invested. Thus, a solid use does not seem like a sacrifice, but a cunning move for your future freedom. Top irony, those who speed by with the shiny new stress about the accounts. Those who drive the old Honda accumulate in silence and sleep soundly. This opportunity cost filter touches every big choice. Home, study, vacation, hobbies. Not as a taste-killing obsessive, but as a strategic way to direct money with intention. Surprise, you find you don't want half the things you thought were essential. Bigger apartment?
Nice.
But does it delay independence by years? Hobby dear? Fun, but low-cost alternatives bring the same joy. You do not become an eternal stingy man. You become master of your euros. You do not throw them into futility. With clear goals and compound interest magic, you distinguish true desires from whims. 20,000 doesn't make you a millionaire tomorrow, but it turns your gaze on money and chances. From survival to prosperity, from reacting to life to planning it. Leave today. Your future, I will thank you. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. It'll help me very much.